Hey Cyclone fans, what's going on? Johnny Gadamowitz here with you, and the home stretch is officially on for Brooklyn. The Cyclones in the heat of a playoff push, and some dangerous new bats trying to slug them there. It's Ryan Clifford, Jett Williams, and Jacob Reimer. Why don't we get to know them a little bit? You joined this Cyclone squad now that, you look up and down the lineup. You guys are pretty loaded, whether it's someone like yourself, Jett Williams, Jacob Reimer recently up here from Low A, then you've got Alex Ramirez, Kevin Parada working his way back from injury. How have you guys been able to sort of lean on one another and help each other out during your short time here so far?
Yeah, it's been a good culture. Definitely, keeping it light, keeping it fun. Everyone's looking to help each other in any way that they can. So it's good having a bunch of some big name guys and looking to keep our momentum going.
I feel like this lineup and this team is so good. I feel like everybody just kind of goes out there and just has fun. That's like the biggest thing. The atmosphere here is so special just because I feel like everybody has each other's back. Everybody's just not goofing around, but it's like they're having a good time no matter if you're doing ups and downs. Just everybody's just having a good time and just learning from the guys like Kevin, Reimer, and Clifford and Ramirez, just like the way they go about their game. Just if you're going 0 for 4 or 4 for 4, just everybody has the same mindset. Just everybody just have fun. Who wouldn't have fun here at the field?
It's hard not to.
Yeah, but there could be cases where you're having a little 0 for streak, but I feel like everybody in the dugout has your back, and they're always just going to lift you up.
There's just so many talented hitters you can watch. They're at bats. Even in the game, you're going to learn a lot just because these guys up there, they have a good approach, everything like that. So they all have to pitch us the same too because we're all dangerous. We can all leave the yard. So you can kind of see what a pitcher's going to throw in that 1-2 count as an example or whatever. So it's been super good.
Let's rewind back to last year when you hear your name called in the draft. Obviously getting drafted out of high school. How is that transition going from high school ball one year to all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're snapping your fingers, here you are in pro ball. What was that transition like for you?
For me, it was something that I always wanted to do. So it wasn't really a huge surprise to me to hear my name called. It was something that I looked forward to and worked hard to try and get to that spot. So it's what I wanted to do my whole life, and I think I was pretty well prepared to understand what it's going to be like and kind of that minor league life. So for me, I felt pretty comfortable and kind of fit right in. So I'm glad it happened the way it did, and it's been pretty smooth so far.
No, it's a big blessing just to be picked in the first round. I feel like in general, just to be picked. First rounder, you kind of have that little target on your back. It's like, oh, he's the first rounder. Like they're gonna come at you. But for me, it's the same game. Don't try to change. Don't try to be somebody who you aren't. For me, it's just go out there and have fun. Enjoy the game of baseball. It's the same each level, but people get better. But for me, it was just being a first rounder is my goal since I was a freshman in high school. I just accomplished that. Was pretty surreal still. Sometimes I'll think like, dang, I'm a first rounder and everything, but like I said again, just go out there and have fun is the biggest thing.
The Mets were actually one of the ones that were kind of in on me from the beginning, so I had a decent idea on that. But as the rounds kept going, it kind of caught me by surprise. I thought they weren't still in, and then next thing you know, the Mets drafted me. So it was pretty sweet.
You've been in the organization for a little bit over a year now. How have the Mets as a whole really kind of tapped into your potential and made you the best version of yourself?
In every way possible. Just working with me anytime I need on defense, offense, anything. Just their analytics is getting really good, and to the point where you can see my swing and what it needs to work on and all that stuff. And they've definitely fine-tuned everything for sure.
You joined this Brooklyn squad now, really in the heat of a playoff chase as we approach the last few weeks here. What have sort of been your initial impressions from not just this team here in Brooklyn, but the Mets organization as a whole?
Yeah, I think they're pretty similar. With Houston, they just want their guys to go out there and play every day. I feel like a lot of organizations would be that way. Just go out there and play and be yourself. So I think that's really nice to be able to come in here and just to hear that kind of, be yourself, go out there and do your thing, and then everything else will fall into place.
I feel like nothing changed too much. It's still the same game of baseball. I feel like probably the biggest thing would be pitch sequence. I mean, they can command their pitches a little bit better than down in low A. But, you know, for me, it was just keep everything simple, go out there and still play my game. You know, each move you get brought up, I mean, just go out there and just, like I kind of say, just see ball, hit ball. It's a lot easier said than done. But, you know, I wouldn't really say there's too big of a jump, but I'd say the biggest thing is just pitch sequencing.
Definitely just finding my groove for sure. I believe that I'm one of the best hitters anywhere I go. That's just, it's like a mental confidence you have to have in baseball. You don't want to be arrogant, but if you don't believe that you're one of the best at the plate, you won't be successful no matter who you are. So it was just really believing that and getting to that, and just you got to find it everywhere you go. So.